There are moments when the brightest public smiles hide the deepest private battles. And sometimes, the most familiar faces on our screens have walked through years of silent pain before ever speaking of it out loud. Valerie Bertinelli, beloved actress, Food Network host, and cookbook author, has lived much of her life in the public eye. Yet behind her warm laugh and comforting cooking segments, she has endured emotional wounds, psychological strain, and a lifelong struggle with body image and self-worth that few ever truly understood, until now. We frequently post videos on topics like this, so don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay informed and never miss an update. Valerie Ann Bertinelli was born on April 23, 1960, in Wilmington, Delaware. As of 2025, she is 65 years old. Her father, a General Motors executive, moved the family frequently throughout her childhood, which shaped Valerie into someone who learned to adapt quickly, a skill that would later serve her well in Hollywood. She first burst into the public spotlight at just 15 years old when she landed the role of Barbara Cooper on the beloved sitcom One Day at a Time. Audiences immediately connected with her honesty, warmth, and natural screen presence. Over the decades, she continued acting, wrote best-selling cookbooks, and eventually became one of the most recognizable faces on the Food Network, with shows like Valerie's Home Cooking and Kids Baking Championship. Valerie Bertinelli's personal life, love, marriage, and heartbreak. Valerie married legendary Van Halen guitarist Eddie Van Halen in 1981. Their love was passionate, complicated, and enduring, even after their 2007 divorce. Together they share one son, Wolfgang Van Halen, who today carries forward his father's musical legacy. In 2011, Valerie remarried financial planner Tom Vitale. But after years of emotional strain, the marriage ended in a difficult and highly publicized divorce finalized in 2022. Valerie later spoke about the deep emotional wounds tied to that relationship, hinting at verbal and psychological pain that took years to unravel. Her voice cracks when she recalls those years. "I didn't realize how much I had lost myself," she admitted in recent interviews. Valerie Bertinelli's health battle, a journey of trauma, healing, and self-discovery. Valerie's health challenges have not centered on one single diagnosis, but rather on decades of interconnected physical, emotional, and mental struggles. Early weight and body image struggles. From her teenage years on One Day at a Time, Valerie was placed under harsh scrutiny about her body. Magazine headlines, network executives, and even fans commented on her weight. She later revealed this pressure developed into disordered eating patterns and cycles of shame. She once said, "I thought I had to shrink to be loved." Emotional trauma and verbal abuse during second marriage. Between 2011 and 2022, Valerie experienced what she described as years of emotional and mental beatdowns. Though she chose not to publicly name every detail, her words were raw. "My body held the trauma. I didn't even realize how much I was hurting." 2024, 2025, therapy, flashbacks, and recovery. In October 2025, Valerie posted a deeply personal video while walking in New York City. The streets triggered memories of emotional breakdowns she had experienced there. She shared, "Sometimes I forget how far I've come in the last year and a half." She revealed she has been undergoing EMDR therapy, a treatment for trauma often used for PTSD, along with traditional talk therapy. It has helped her release pain stored in her mind and body. She said gently, "To walk these same streets now and not feel what I felt then, I guess I'm getting better." This was the first time many realized the depth of what she survived. A safe space to heal, The Drew Barrymore Show. Beginning in 2024, Valerie joined The Drew Barrymore Show as a lifestyle contributor. She has described it as one of the first work environments where she felt fully supported. She told Drew and Ross Matthews, "I feel so loved here. This space changed my life." Working in a compassionate environment allowed her to finally begin writing her upcoming memoir, Getting Naked, scheduled for release March 10, 2026. She describes the book as deeply honest, perhaps the most vulnerable she has ever been. Valerie Bertinelli's story is not just about illness, it is about survival. It is about reclaiming self-worth after years of being silenced. It is about learning to love the body that has carried her through trauma, grief, motherhood, heartbreak, and reinvention. She has walked through fire, but she is still standing. And for anyone fighting their own invisible battles, Valerie offers one message: It gets better. You are stronger than you think. You've made it through every hard day so far, and that is proof.